Okay, thank you everyone. So I guess I need to make my speech shorter since you already have some information about our products from Dave and Nilij. My name is Abdullah Zaher. I'm the newest member of this community. Joined Sitecore as a pre-sales last April, joining from Oracle. But I'm not very new to Sitecore. I used to be a developer on the earlier versions of XP. So I experienced myself the monolithic, strong content management features of XP, I think. I stopped at 8.1. So when I rejoined Sitecore, I was very looking forward to the composable future and the ambition of Sitecore to build a composable DXP. Sitecore's composable DXP is the only cloud-native composable end-to-end DXP in the market. We can see some competitors working on the content front end, on the commerce front end, but Sitecore is now one of the leaders of the composable future in the market. So think of the composable architecture as building Lego bricks. You get those Lego pieces, put them together in order to build your own statue or your own Lego figure. Okay, so we can see customers who are using all Sitecore stack. We have customers who are using all our composable architecture or a single composable products. Our promise is the same. We are gonna innovate, we are gonna disrupt. We have been leaders and we have been the content king for many years. We have been defining the standards of a modern CMS in the market, and we are here to disrupt the commerce and the engagement part. So every customer's journey is unique, I think. Yeah, every customer journey is unique. If you are going into a retail website, you might need to do a self-service transaction without speaking to any agent. But if you are in the automotive business and you need to buy a new car, at a point of time you need to do a physical test drive, at a point of time you need to talk to a sales agent. Customer journeys are different from and one customer to the other, from one industry to the other. That's why Sitecore is the digital partner of your choice that will support you to bring those Lego bricks and build your own journey. So whether it starts with a search on a website and then you get a call from a contact center and then you are part of an email campaign management system and end doing a transaction on a commerce, or you are buying a new car and you are doing your researches online, and the moment you land on the website or talk to an agent, it is in the decision phase, which is a pretty much advanced phase talking to the brand itself. So we are the next friendly neighbor at your stack. Whether you are using the likes of Oracle Eloqua, Salesforce CRM, we are here to complement your DXP. We are here to bring you the innovation to build your unique customer journey and take your DXP stack to the next level. So when I used to work on the monolithic XP all-in-one, it was the most strong content management system. Sitecore at that time used to have its experience platform on-premise. You can deploy it as a managed cloud, taking XP into the cloud and get it managed by Sitecore. But now the transition has been moved from monolithic applications into public cloud. And as we have heard, we are now working on the content, commerce, and experience pillars. So you can move from XP into XM and leverage the power, scalability, flexibility of the cloud. You can complement that with a digital asset management. So we have customers who say, okay, we are on Sitecore content management, we have digital asset management requirements, we have marketing resource management requirements, and then we need to do personalization, and we need to take personalization beyond the website and do next best action, next best offer on a CDP, and do the personalization beyond the website using Sitecore Personalize. So we did the acquisition of CDP and Personalize, sent the campaign management, building email campaign management, and taking the experience out of the website to other channels, and doing search and merchandising on Sitecore, Order Cloud, and Discover. Innovations keeps coming. We heard about the new products, Sitecore Connect, Sitecore Search, and Sitecore Content Hub 1. So we are here to talk more about those new products, features that are coming, innovations that are coming. So we have been innovating in content. Content is our heritage. We are a content-driven organization, and we believe that content experience is customer experience. So with the introduction of XM Cloud, the very first thing I want you to take from today is that XM Cloud is not XP hosted in the cloud. It's re-architected, it's redesigned in order to take advantage of all the cloud native features and the cloud scalability and the cloud performance. Within XM Cloud, you can build building blocks using Sitecore components, which are headless components that you can visually design and use them in different Sitecore pages, which is the redesigned Horizon editor of Sitecore XM Cloud. So marketeers now have the chance of point and click and build landing pages and building website pages in minutes. With the introduction of sites within XM Cloud, you can provision new websites in minutes rather than days based on site templates. You can choose one of those templates, deploy, use Sitecore pages, embed Sitecore components, and get your website ready in a few hours. It is an opportunity for marketeers to start innovating on XM Cloud and to focus on how to get the business more digital rather than how to handle the technology, handle the deployments, and so on. Also, personalization. We heard lots of customers who loved our XP because it was an all-in-one, including personalization, including A/B testing, and so on, in the same platform. So we got this personalization, put it on XM Cloud so you can start do page-level personalization, A/B test on the cloud, and then optimize your digital journey. Developers will love it because with projects, you can create your projects and get your code from the development to testing into the production streamlined on Sitecore XM Cloud. Search, we talked about search. So Sitecore Discover, previously known as Reflection, took the commerce discussion beyond a simple search, where you go into a search box, start typing what you want. Sitecore Discover uses the intelligence, uses the technology behind in order to start promoting and personalizing results. So you go see some projects, products, and then once you put your cursor inside the search box, it starts bringing up personalized product recommendations, put them in front of you in order to increase the conversion, increase the basket size. What we have done is we brought the same technology, put it in the hands of marketeers. So now marketeers can use search and can personalize search. So they can look into analytics, they can see the analytics of different search terms and search transactions happening on the website, redesign and rebuild the indices themselves without any development knowledge and without previous search knowledge. Also, developers can start building a search-driven use cases and search-driven applications without knowing more about search technologies and so on. It brings features like multi-index management. We can index data from multiple content sources, including non-Sitecore content sources. Multilingual, we now have Arabic supported, English supported, besides other language. And you can do A/B and multivariant testing over your search configurations. It's fast, it's predictive. Bring up your phone, open sitecore.com, try it today. It's personalized, it understands the context of the current logged in user, and it provides deep insights about your search performance. So, Content Hub 1, as we mentioned and as we heard from Dave, it's a simplified content management solution, just a database and APIs where you can author your content in a simplified interface and publish this content anywhere. Whether you need to consume this content on a website, on a kiosk, on a mobile application, Content Hub 1 is the easiest tool in the market in order to start building this content and building those experiences. What worth mentioning here is that Content Hub 1 uses our Content Hub features. It's powerful, it's proven, and you can upgrade Content Hub 1 later into a full digital asset management solution or an enterprise CMS without a migration project and without redeveloping what is already there. Last thing I want to talk about today is Sitecore Connect. We heard customers asking for the experience and the ease of use of a monolithic application combined with the flexibility, scalability of cloud together. So this equation is solved using Sitecore Connect, white labeling our partner Workato. You can build recipes in minutes rather than days or months. We all know here that integration projects might get complicated and might get challenging at a point of time. If you want to integrate a user journey, somebody landing on your website, filling in a form, integrating with a CRM, and then retargeting on social media and so on, you can create those reusable recipes in just minutes, publish them, and start using them. Our plan is to start integrating Sitecore Connect with our stack, beginning with CDP and moving along other applications across our DXP stack. So with that, we are the new friendly neighbor in your stack. Since I'm new to this community, scan this QR code, connect with me on LinkedIn, and let's talk composable. Thank you.
I wasn't really aware that there was, you're saying there's a sort of a clear migration, or really lack of migration path. You don't need to go through a migration project to go from Content 1 to Content Hub or XM in the cloud. So help me understand, if someone's deciding between, do I go for the kind of Content 1 starter kit, or do I go for the fully developed solution? What are the kind of variables you'd be looking at to understand, to determine, you know, which one was right for you to begin with?
Okay, so brilliant question. So if I want to start today with a full-fledged CMS, I'm focusing on web as a channel. I'm focusing on fastly delivering a front end, like pages and components and so on. Maybe I would need to go on XM Cloud. XM Cloud will provide to me the robust tools and the agile tools in order to build sites, subsites, pages, and components, get this deployed and published in days or weeks instead of months. But if I need to go into an omni-channel and a multi-stack content strategy, where I'm focusing on the content, and then I need to fully separate the content from the delivery. My content team wants to work on the content, and then content consumers like kiosks, mobile apps, I want to build mobile apps, I want to build event websites, and so on. Content Hub 1 might be the way to go, being fully headless, being simple, and then it is utilizing the features of Content Hub 1. So think of it as a minimized version of Content Hub, where later on, if you want to leverage the full digital asset management, is just turning on a feature. Of course, you would need a partner to work with you on the strategy, if you need a partner to work with you on the digital asset management components and workflow, but it's just a turn on of a feature. And then, if you want to start building pages and components, you bring XM Cloud to the discussion, you consume the content you have prepared in your digital asset management, and so on. And by the way, XM Cloud can use content from other content management systems, given the fact that they are GraphQL enabled. So it's a true separation between the delivery part and the content preparation part. Hope I answered your question.
Rebecca, yep.
Hello. This might be a more general question. It's all right. And I think just generally, I think, you know, taking the monolith to composable and looking at it not from simply a product solution, but a solution to wider businesses' problems. So you've got a lot of customers in this market who want to go through digital transformation, but they're constrained by the traditional organization and operational models in which their businesses operate. So how do we use the benefits of a composable system to sell this in to our clients as a means for an agile transformation over simply just digital transformation? But do you have kind of case studies and examples where we can utilize that as a means for organizational change, not just a digital transformation roadmap? Does that make sense?
Sure. So we always believe that digital transformation is a journey. It's not a single project that you just come, bring some composable components, deploy, and then you have reached your goals. So in order to fly, you need first to crawl, then walk, and then run, right? Let's say that currently you are using a monolithic commerce like Magento, for example, okay? You have did lots of investments, you have bring your commerce website online, and then you need to go full stack composable. Maybe first we start with the foundation of Order Cloud. Use Order Cloud as your product information management, your products and your offers and so on. Use digital asset management for your product content, those images, those videos, those blogs, those articles about those products, keeping Magento there in phase one. And then in phase two, we start engaging the CDP in order to get the next best action, next best offer, and then use search in order to start providing product recommendations and so on. So the idea here is that we need to build on the investment that you have already done. It's not just a replace all strategy. We look into your current applications and we see how can we complement the current applications. Remember, we are the friendly neighbor in your stack. And then build a strategy. We will hear from Christoph and Christina today about the challenges of going to composable, the different ways of going to composable and so on. And then build a strategy on how can we leverage the DXP headless architecture in order to walk and then run and then fly at the end. Hope I answered your question.
Yeah, so for the existing customer, so is there any road plan or strategy Sitecore thinking to bring the customer to the XM or XM Cloud that are on XP right now?
So XP customers have the choice. As we heard from Dave, we are not taking XP away, right? We still hold the back of customers who want to, due to regulations and security aspects, to stay on-premise. So XP customers have the choice either to upgrade to the newest XP, which is 10.3, or move from your current XP into XM Cloud, and this will be the last Sitecore content management upgrade that you will ever do. XM Cloud is versionless. You keep getting the updates on a regular basis on a zero downtime. So you have the option to go either ways. Of course, if you move to XM Cloud, faster innovation, headless architecture, and you can use personalization features of Sitecore CDP and connect into marketing automation with Sitecore Send and so on, or use the new features of 10.3. So it's a choice for every customer. We always encourage customers to move headless, to go to the cloud, leverage the innovations and the fast pace of innovations to the cloud. So it's a discussion that we can take on how to move from your current XP to XM Cloud. Any
Awesome.
other questions?
Yep. Rami, yep.
You know my question. Yeah, Abdullah, how are you? On the CDP component, okay, I'm saying CDP now, I'm talking about the personalized and the CDP. So I just want to know, like, on the customer engagement management layer, like, what's the roadmap? You know, like, when I asked you previously about the journey builder and the remaining components that we need to add into the product, what's the roadmap?
Very interesting question. I was anticipating this question before coming here. So as we discussed before with with Sitecore Connect, you can build recipes and you can use and take advantage of the 1,000 plus connectors we have with Sitecore Connect.
Yeah, that's fine. That's understood. Like you can use Salesforce or whatever other platform to cover this area. But I mean, in the product itself, like if I need to use only Psycho CDP and Psycho Personalized to manage the customer engagement, what is the plan? Because I saw previously Journey Builder.
Journey Builder, yeah.
And even like providing SDKs for in-app messages, notifications, etc. Like, what does the roadmap look like?
So
I know, like we have from Sitecore today.
I'll put Dave directly on the spot here. So
yeah. So yeah.
Are you going to talk about the Q&A?
There's a bunch of things that we want to fix, want to continue to add to CDP and personalize. I think there's two types. Here's how we're thinking about it. There's two types of CDPs. Or there's a few types of CDPs, but there's some CDPs that support real-time distribution of data. There's some CDPs that support primarily audience-based management and journey orchestration into marketing automation. And there's some CDPs that are focused on real-time personalization. I think Boxever, the company that I founded, was very much focused on real-time personalization and next best action. And that means we deliver the personalization for Emirates.com, for instance, for Qatar Airways, for Ryanair.com, for banks all over Europe. We look at who the customer is, what the right next best action is, and we deliver that into a channel. So they use that to do some level of orchestration, multi-stage orchestration, but it isn't an orchestration canvas as you'd see in Salesforce or any of these other marketing automation tools. So the history has been real-time CDP for real-time personalization, and that's been very successful. I guess as you come back and think about where we want to go in the future, I think we're definitely seeing a lot of demand to do more CDP features in the marketing automation space, which is the Journey Builder example, which is customer starts here, do this. If he doesn't do that, do that. If she doesn't do this, do this. And so we will be adding it, but I think right now there's other features we're focused on. So there's a sequence of features. Let me give you a kind of high-level view of the roadmap. You saw the CDP streaming capability. What is that? It's the ability for you to put a single Sitecore tag on the website, and it will distribute data or events to any of the technology in your stack. So this is a feature that's supported by Telium and Segment.io primarily, so that category of CDP. And we're seeing a lot of demand for that. So we put a single Sitecore.js on your website, and we will take the events in one way. So page view, screen view, add to cart, pop, whatever those behavioral events are, they'll flow through Sitecore, get stored in our data lake. We'll then distribute them to Marketo, to Salesforce, to whoever else in your stack to be the single point of entry to distribute data all over your stack. But not just that, it will also add identity and everything else you'd expect from a CDP. So when it comes to the front door of Sitecore, we will work out who it is, have we seen them previously, create the profile, and then distribute that data plus the event to, say, Marketo. And so that will give a lot more glue in the stack. So that's the first feature that we're focused on. We announced that at Symposium. The second one is more analytics and AI, to be able to, based on the data lake that's embedded in CDP, can we allow our customers to get more value from it? So if you're not familiar, actually, the CDP has a core data lake. So as the data flows through CDP, we create a data lake and we make that available to our customers. So every customer who has CDP has a data lake, and that data lake is available for analytics inside. And we want to do more work on their behalf. So that's the analytics, it's the data flow. The next piece are things like Journey Builder and marketing automation. So how we're thinking about it at the moment, I'll be very open with you, is that we've got a lot of capability around Journey Builder and marketing automation in Send. Now, Send is a different product. It's not an enterprise product. We would never say that competes with Marketing Cloud or Adobe Campaign, right? But Boxever, CDP, is a very, very large, it only works in enterprise, right? That's its main focus. And so what we want to do is take the capabilities, the marketing automation and journey orchestration capabilities from Send and bring that to CDP. Kind of like in Project Infinity, we've taken a lot of the capabilities from Discover and brought that to Order Cloud. So that's how we're going to get there. I know you're probably going to ask me when. So we're on a journey. A Salesforce or a... Yeah.
I might not be starting using the journey out now, but if it's coming up to 6 months, I would be like more when you buy the I need to know when.
I think like, if I was to call it now, looking at the, it's probably 12 months. That's probably where we're at for that particular feature. But there's an avalanche of other things that we're building right now to make it more useful to a huge number of our customers. But I think the good thing is there's lots of demand. I think the Sitecore customer base and prospects are really, really connected and invested in trying to make this work. So are we, and we're getting all of this feedback. We're just trying to prioritize things in line with demand. Strangely, the largest demand for Journey Builder is here in this region. Like there's a really strong collection of really powerful really big customers who'd love us to fill out Journey. So we hear you, and we're working on it. Oh, go for it. Yep. Yeah.
When are you going to start looking at where we can find those segments that we have? So it's like more 10 years ago,
Yeah.
Full text and in last year I'm literally nothing about that stuff.
Yep.
So, I know this. I know what I need to do. I know what I have to do in any business. I want to know what
Yeah. So, not sure if everybody heard that. The question from Hirschner was, when are we going to start using more and more AI to be able to surface unique segments and insights to make, you don't have to create your journey explicitly or create your audiences explicitly. Let the system learn and find them and maybe surface things. Yeah, you might have everything covered, but there's another segment you might have missed. So I suppose there's a couple of good things so we haven't talked about, you're right, so we haven't talked about analytics and AI over the last 18 months. That's been deliberate. That doesn't mean we haven't been doing analytics and AI. And I think we announced one feature in Send. So what we wanted to do was try build some capabilities, not necessarily in CDP initially, because we had so many other things to do in CDP, but we did it in Send. So you guys might have seen it, or maybe somebody's seen it. We have new audience discovery capabilities in Send, which means based on certain targets, add to cart or buy, so very simple commerce targets or goals, we can surface segments of intenders for Nikes or intenders for red dresses, and so your propensity to buy a red dress is, this group is 70%, and so that information gets automatically appended to the customer profile, then it's available for segmentation. So we have done that in Send. It's now live in Send, so people can use it, and the intention then is to graduate that into CDP and make it available for everybody. I think the other point on AI is that we did have Cortex and was rebranded Sitecore AI. There's some really good logic and our algorithms in there, and the intention is to start bringing that team is still active and developing in Sitecore. The intention is to bring that over. So if I was to kind of give you a sneak peek of the conversation at Symposium next year, there'll be a lot more about analytics and AI and insight, and hopefully in a way that isn't like Genie or Salesforce or Genie or Sensei or these types of things. We're not going to brand it up and try oversell it. My view on AI is that pragmatic application of AI for very specific narrow tasks can generate a lot of value for customers. I think telling somebody that Einstein's going to solve your business is simply not correct, and I think many customers have become frustrated and a little bit jaded with it. But telling somebody that we can surface unique insights within this tolerance for the travel industry or for retail or for financial services and specifically tailor those capabilities for those, I think is a pragmatic and realistic goal that we think we can solve. So there will be more. The plan is that the symposium focus potentially will be more analytics and data driven rather than all the other capabilities. We've been busy rounding out cloud and composable. We'll probably slow down the new products because there's just the customers and the world, the market's, there's only so many new products you can bring to market. So we want to make these products that we've announced very successful. And probably most of the announcements that we're making will be things like additions to CDP, additions to analytics, additions to Content Hub, additions to XM Cloud. So those things will likely we'll hopefully be talking about Journey Builder or hopefully be talking about analytics, but can't say for sure yet.